So what's up, good people? Welcome back to Stock Up with Larry Jones. Today is an interesting day, a lot going on, so I'm going to get right to it. I don't have a WhatsApp. I don't have a Telegram. I will never inbox you and say, how's your trading doing? That's all spam. Please don't fall for it, even in the comment section below, all right? Never fall for it. If you think it's a spam, or if you think it's spam, it's spam. If you think it's a scam, it's a scam, all right? Listen, of course, this is brought to you by Stock Up Stock Up University. If you want to do better with crypto, learn the stock market. People that learn the stock market actually performed better in crypto because they did what? They took profits, all right? And then this is Moo Moo Monday. Get up to 12 free stock. The first two links in the description below. Let's get right into it. A lot going on. I'm going to touch on crypto because there's a lot of interesting things happening with crypto. And then I'm going to talk about the overall market, which was up last I saw it, in banking. So let's just get right into it. All right. Let's look at where the market is at the time of recording this, which is about an hour before closing bell. So I'm working hard to try to get you guys information as soon as possible. I'm not always able to do it before closing bell because it's so many things moving in real time. All right, let's look at what's going on right here. As we can see, an hour before closing bell, we can see that the Dow is still up 155, S&P, and the NASDAQ. Everything is green. All the main indices are up, right? So what's happening? The banks. We talked about what's happening with the banks. First Republic is still getting beat down today, but I want you guys to look at this. Let's go to the banking. We know that Swiss Bank was bought out now, and well, they threw them a lifeline, and it's not really helping today. Swiss Bank, or however you want to say it, it's not really helping that much because the whole banking system is literally imploding on itself, and it's pretty bad. All right, so let's look at this though. Let's look at some things I wanted to discuss. First Republic, as you guys know, I was in this play, took a bath, but I will tell you that I set a stop loss and the bleeding stopped. So I took an L. I took a big fat L on this play. You can't win them all. So I took a L on this play. But here's what I want to point out to you guys that remember, anything I say is not a suggestion for you to buy, hold, or sell, but you have to do what you do. All right. Do your own due diligence, especially with banking. So here's how I've been making a little money today. Right. So First Republic is still continually to tank. So on Friday, just before closing bell, I did some puts. I did some more puts. I kind of monitor the market, and I wait until after lunch, and then I did some more puts, got in and got out on First Republic, made some money, got in and got out. Here's what I'm looking at, PacWest, right? So while this bank is going down, First Republic, because there's a lot of, the banks raised $30 billion to shore it up, but there's just a lot of talk with it. It actually got downgraded to junk this morning, and that's why it's further tanking. All right, let's just look at the last 5 days. First Republic is down 73%. Let's look at the last month. First Republic is down 89%. So I tapped out, stopped the bleeding, and I just took a loss. I rarely do that, but I see more downward pressure than upward pressure. So here's what I want to tell you. Just because you lose money in a play, don't always try to make that money up in that same play. I talk about this in the class, psychology trading, because there may be other opportunities in other places. It might not be in financials altogether. So you look at where you can make money and you try to make your money back doing it that way, right? That's just something for thought. But let's look at this. Look at it. New York Community is up 33%, right? And if I was on top of things while I was doing a put on First Republic, I should have did a call on Community today. based on what's happening with it in the news that's happening with it. Had I saw the news earlier, I would have got into it, but I'm studying all day trying to keep you guys fed, and I missed the play. And so that's what I mean. Sometimes you have to cut your loss and abandon, and then look at here. This is down 41%, but this is up 33%, right? PacWest had a run. And so I just want to put that on you guys' radar. I'm not telling you what to do. To be honest with you, financials right now, all banks, even major banks, are just dangerous. Now, I may try to make my money back up much slower in bigger, safer banks. You know, the JP Morgans and the Morgan Stanleys of the world, right? And so because they are suffering too because of this. Look at Credit Suisse, down 52%. If I can get that to work. All right. Well, there it is right there. Down 52%. There we go. Today alone. And so that's what's going on, good people. So we can look at the bigger banks, like let's just say JP Morgan, JPM. If we look at the bigger banks and you look at the last 5 days, you know, it's not down as much. You see what I'm saying? Just 4% or 5%. And then the entire month only down 9%, because these are the bigger banks with a lot of money. And so they can withstand times like this. And so I'll just have to make my money back slower that I lost with that play, right? I'm just letting you guys know what's happening. Now, on the flip side of things, crypto, Bitcoin is up because it is benefiting from all of this selling off. Let's look at Bitcoin. As you can see, Bitcoin year to date is up almost 70%. 70%. Look at that, good people. It is skyrocketing. Why is it skyrocketing? People are literally scared of fiat right now. They're literally scared of fiat currency right now. And the monetary policies and what's going on, people are saying enough. This is not the first time. This has happened before. And let's just face it, the younger generation, they ain't having it. They ain't having it, right? And just people that, you know what? Let me take that back. It's not just the younger generation. For those of us that got burned in 2008, you know, not only did we get burned, our parents got burned, right? And because we see how just blatantly wrong this is. Credit Suisse, that bank has been in trouble for over 12 years, but they get away with murder, good people. And so look at this. This is one of the things that's happening now. Who is this guy right here? Balaji. I'm going to just call him Balaji. All right, because I know I'm screwing his name up. I don't care. And why should we care about his $1 million Bitcoin prediction? Here he is, right? Looks like everybody in Silicon Valley, right? Young, all right? And so look, on Friday, Balaji, a man who wields considerable influence in the tech and crypto worlds, made a jaw-dropping $2 million bet on Bitcoin would skyrocket from its mid-20s to a $1 million per coin. Check this out. In 90 days. In 90 days. Now, if you're an emotional trader and you run with all of these stories, you're going to get wrecked. You know how they used to say, you better check yourself or you wreck yourself, fool. Don't do it, good people. And so now, I am pro crypto and especially Bitcoin, all right? Domatic is my number one play, but Bitcoin is showing some really, really good stability, okay? That stock up, showing some really, really good stability. Now, I'm going to play a video. I had a couple of videos I wanted to play. I'm just going to only play one because it's so much I want to get to that discusses Bitcoin, and we'll come back after that. Hold on.
Guest says this is Bitcoin's moment. This is why the asset exists. Let's bring in Jack Mallers, the founder and CEO of Stripe. I was going to say, have we seen your hair before, Jack, or has the hoodie typically been up? I'm waiting, for the business suit for me to know that the crisis is over so I can see we're not there yet.
Kelly, I got luscious locks, but I'll toss the hood on for you. How are we? The Fed has blown up our financial system. A hell of a Monday, huh?
So, do you think? Okay, let me ask it to you this way, or put it to you this way: a banking crisis is deflationary. And so when I see Balaji and others saying Bitcoin's going to go to $1 million, it may go up, but that may be because of the Fed's response here. The 2010s were not hyperinflationary. There's no obvious reason why now would be hyperinflationary either.
Yeah, so Kelly, it's actually not that complicated, and I'm excited to try and convey that to America. There's a market term that's used here in Chicago a lot, is demand finds supply. What do I mean by that? If Ken Griffin is going to want to buy the most expensive condo in America, someone will build it for him. Someone will put a 201st floor in Miami's tallest building. If silver's going to 1000x, I will walk into my kitchen right now. I will melt all my silverware and I will sell it at market. If gold is going to rally, Elon Musk will find more on Mars. Bitcoin this is a super important point. Bitcoin is the only monetary instrument in the history of our species that is fixed. It does not matter how much more demand comes into the asset class, Kelly, no one will ever be able to make more of it. There are two things I can guarantee you in my life. One, that I'll die, and the other, that there will only ever be 21 million Bitcoin. And those are what's the two things that I can only value as my life and my Bitcoin. So it is the only fixed supply asset, Kelly. It's not that complicated. It's going to go up because everything else can be issued more. Does that make sense?
Why you've got to explain to me one thing. Why is the supply fixed? And is that because someone says it's fixed? Who could change their mind?
No, it's a great point and question, Tyler. It's because it's written in the software and the software is distributed. There is no one person to ask. There is no one person to trust. The whole decentralization, is it decentralized so that you could put pictures and NFTs on the blockchain? Is it decentralized so that you could fix gaming? No, it's decentralized so that the defendants of the monetary policy are distributed, is so that it's a network of computers that actually defend the policy and the instrumentation of the monetary asset. That is not the case for Ethereum. That is not the case for any other altcoin. That is not the case for the US dollar. That is not the case for Miami real estate. That is not the case for precious metals. It is.
I'm gonna leave it right there because this dude, he can go, and he's a bit much. But Bitcoin is proving itself to be on track to really, I'm sorry, let me go to the right one, to prosper, actually. Oh, yeah, we go. From what's happening while banks are selling off and these monetary policies are all over the place. Now, we got the FOMC meeting starting tomorrow and Wednesday. Now we have to see what the Fed is going to do. Is he going to pause? Is he going to do 25 basis points? 50 basis points is just off the table right now. He would be absolutely insane and intentionally crash the market if he goes up 50 basis points. Because of that is another reason why I decided to tap out, right? You do what's best for you. I'm just being transparent. So I took a loss. I took a big L, but I will make my money back. And I will stick to my disciplines. That's how I make my money back, by sticking to my disciplines. The only reason I got into the play, I didn't stick to my disciplines. All right. And so we all got to pay. Right. So I just want to be straight with you guys. But as far as crypto and Bitcoin, just hearing this and the guy doing the $2 million bet. And this guy that is just all about crypto, I will tell you, if you get hyped up listening to this and want to throw all your money in, then you should not be trading. That's just not a good thing. We're still in the accumulation stage or phase. You should just accumulate, be accumulating. And everybody keeps asking me, Larry, what are you doing? What are you doing? I will tell you, I am going to start accumulating today. And I know where it is. I know somebody going to say, oh, why wasn't you accumulating then? Because I wasn't waiting on the bottom of the market. I was waiting on market stability. But I'm not accumulating with big money. Remember, like I told you guys last week, I'm accumulating with small amounts of money. And if it takes off, then it does. But I believe that we have most of this year to accumulate, okay, before the halving season or the halving phase, which starts next year, okay? So that's what I'm doing. I'm being straight and honest with you guys. You guys let me know what you've been doing. If you believe in crypto long term, you just should be accumulating during this accumulation stage. Now, if it drops back down to 24, which it could, drop back down to 24, then I will double down how much I'm accumulating. If it drops to 22, I will triple down on how much I'm accumulating. That's how I'm going to play it. You let me know what you're going to do, okay? So I'm going to cut it off right there because there's a lot to talk about between the banks and crypto. I probably should have made 2 different videos. I'm going to leave it right there. Make sure to check out the 2 links below. This is a Moo Monday. Get the 17 free stock based on your deposit amount, and make sure you check out StockUp. If you really, really, really want to have disciplines, make money in the market and in crypto, take the class, all right? We'll see you tomorrow. We will be airing everything, the FOMC meeting. We're going to try to air as much of it as possible. Okay, good people? Live, love, laugh, and learn.